Good evening. My name is Otis Price, and I'm doing my speech, my persuasive speech. The purpose is a better life. The topic, how my life has changed. The thesis of this speech is changing my life around was hard, but I stayed focused on changing my life. And the way stayed focused was that I continued to build my faith system up by believing wholeheartedly in God and depending on His blessing as well as depending on the ability that He has given me as a man to achieve anything I set my mind to. So my introduction is showing people how I have changed my life around, the things that I have done to change my life around, and what brought this along into changing my life. I started off by making sure that I accumulated some form of education. And in the process of accumulating this education, I thought to myself that in order to be able to get somewhere in life, I had to have some type of trade or some type of ability to add to my life so that my life wouldn't be as difficult to change, being in the streets and hanging out, drinking and, partying, which I choose not to do today. So I accumulated me a GED while I was incarcerated, which I have already spoken about in some of my speeches before. So coming out of the institution to come into society, I knew it would be more difficult, but I didn't know it was going to be as that hard as time had already progressed, like the internet. See, when I got locked up, wasn't no internet for us, filling your application out on internet, filling your application out, getting your resume built on internet. You had to do everything because I remember when you went for a job, you had to fill out an application on the spot. Then after you filled out the application, they would call you in for an interview, and then you would try to sell yourself to the one who was doing the interviewing to show them your capability of performing the job, and that had all changed. So I had to accumulate my cognitive thinking while I was incarcerated, which I did. I accumulated my GED. I accumulated some hours in college. Then I got my welding degree in college as well. So I was preparing myself to come back to society so that I could change my life. And by the grace of God, Him giving me the opportunity to change my life and sticking with me and giving me the strength and the courage to make my life much better, I'm grateful to God Almighty, and I'm gonna continue to use that adversary in my life, and I would very much encourage a lot of people to have faith in God and to continue to trust God in guiding your steps, but you also have to put in your work as well. So, in that saying is that by changing my life, I had to come out and surround myself with positive people and have a positive support team, and that's what I did. I came straight home. I had my mind made up that I was going to get me a good paying job. I was going to use my trade for welding to make a difference in my life as well as in my family life. And I also have to give honor to God to giving me a wonderful mother and father, wonderful fiance, my wife today, and my grandkids, my daughter, my son, my brother, and and my aunts and uncles that always, believed in me, and I thank God for giving them to me so that my support system would be more, stronger. And so I started off, you know, with that as a builder for me into changing my life, and that's what I continue to use. As of today, I'm a certified welder for this company. It's a great company, and I've been doing a real great job with them, and I'm one of the best welders they have at this job. And we do a lot of building, compactors, containers, and rollouts, welding on trucks. We fabricate, we do a lot of work, where I'm at, and we always constantly working and working on projects. So I encourage all the people that I'm talking to always remain focused in your life and in your decision of what you're going to be doing. And I always surround yourself with positive people, positive things. You know, don't get so caught up to the point where you lose focus on what your goal is. Always be able to, write down your goals, obtain your goals. So in conclusion, getting more involved in my community even help. Getting more involved in my neighborhood, helping with the children, helping with the neighborhood, making sure that, we all on the same page and making sure that we protect one another and help each other, help each other, build off of each other, and also knowing that God is the adversary to each and every one of our lives, and we have to use that to keep focus. And so in that case, I also want to give honor and thanks to God for allowing me to be introduced to the people at National American University. I came straight into them. They opened the doors for me to receive more educational understanding to the development of my life and changing my life, and they gave me a chance to prove that I was able to go farther in my life by using the adversaries as far as this educational department. They have a wonderful department, and I want to thank Miss Terry Pleasant, Norma Sauceda, the entire staff, all of the advisory council at National American University from Allen to Mesquite. And I just want to continue to thank my financial aid team and all of the directors and dean. I really want to thank y'all. So in concluding that, I hope that you understand that changing your life could be difficult, but when you make your mind up and changing your life, make sure that you have a good support network, you have a good supporting family members, you have good faith in God, and you will be able to achieve a whole lot of things. And by the grace of God, I'm working on getting my associate degree in emphasis of business administration. And once I achieve this degree, I'm going to continue to roll on to try to get my bachelor's degree. And by the grace of God, I'm going to continue to stay focused on getting my bachelor's degree. So I encourage everybody in National American University, as well as all of the colleges online, to continue to always be supportive towards your students and make sure that we understand the curriculum. And sometimes it's difficult, getting these lessons out. Sometimes, we have to work and we have to stay focused, and then we have to come in and stick with the program and stick with the syllabus of school. And it's very, very hard, but I'm so grateful by, being able to obtain the understanding where I'm at right now. And I give thanks to God once again. As I said, my name is Otis Price, and my topic is how my life has changed, and the thesis of this topic was changing my life around was so that I can be a better person to society, as well as helping my family. I gave an introduction on showing how my life has changed. I gave an introduction on the things that I use to change my life, the steps and the processes that I use to change my life, and how I went about changing my life by using God, using my education, using all of the adversary that was in front of me that I was blinding myself to. I conclude with thank you, and I hope you enjoy my persuasive speech, and may God continue to bless the entire class and the staff as well.